before we can do any type of writing that we have to have some sort of idea. So right now we're going to take 5-10 minutes to learn how to do ideas. There's 2 different ways, and yes, I'm going to require for you to do both of them for each, or not for each one for each one, but you have to do both of them for this week's lesson because you're writing 2 different stories, so there's 2 different ways. The first one is a web idea. You guys remember how you did a web idea? It's called a spider. You have the idea in the middle and you have everything around it, right? Okay, well that's one thing that you're going to do. And you can use that all the time in creative writing. Now as freshmen in high school, I expect you to kind of have this already in your mind, exploring, but I wanted to see your visual. I want to see your visual thinking out loud because it is still early in the school year. The second one is going to be called an outline, which is what you might do for a research paper, but it's also going to help you get out the setting, the plot, all the good stuff that you're going to need for a really good short story. So we're going to go over the web one. Henrietta, can you give me a vocab word, please?
Sacrifice?
Sacrifice. Okay, so we are going to have Bob, and we're going to have sacrifice. Did I spell that right? How do you spell it?
Sacrifice.
Perfect, I spelled it right. Okay, so Bob and sacrifice. That's our main idea. That's what we know we're going to go with. That's what this amazing, totally awesome story is going to be. But we also know that we have to have 7 more vocab words, right? Because it's required to have 8 total out of there for each story. So your first tab is going to be your vocab words. Your next one, I need a setting. Tell me a setting. What does setting include? Right, it includes the words taking place, the time, everything else like that. I need more characters, too. There's got to be some sort of... Bob's probably going to be the protagonist. I need an antagonist. What is Bob going to go against? Who is he going to sacrifice, or what is he going to sacrifice? I need more descriptions, too, and this can help off... Your descriptions are hugely important, but your words, your new vocab words, are helping you write new descriptions, okay? What else goes in here? Plot. We have our plot. I need actions. Maybe, what else can we put in here? Where we're at? Maybe Bob's in school. All right. So far what we have is Bob is in school in the 1970s. He's got to sacrifice something.
His job.
Okay, he's sacrificing his job. I like that. Thank you, Henrietta. He's sacrificing his job, which kind of goes with our plot. He's got a character, maybe his girlfriend, Frida, is going to help him figure out what he needs to do. And maybe she'll break up with him, maybe she won't, I don't know. So that I don't know question is what's going to get us to our ending, our mind-blowing ending. And that's what you need, essentially. You want to keep your readers hooked. So right now we can see our web is kind of a mess. It's everywhere and it's okay. That's what you need to do when you're doing your creative process in the very beginning. You need everything, anything. I started out with setting. I added the school, which takes part of setting, but I added another specific thing in here. Your web is just to go all crazy. You can go off and do whatever. Maybe you're in New Hampshire, over here in the 1970s in a school. It's to branch off and just get a really crazy mess with it, and that's what I want to see. The more circles you have that are connected to each other, the better off it's going to be. So the other one that we talked about was the outline, right? And the outline's a little bit more formal. On the top of your outline, I want the title of your paper. Okay? Lulu, can you give me another vocab word, please?
Boycott.
Boycott. All right. Boycott is a what? Who knows what it is? Good job. It's a verb. All right. So, the first thing we have is what's basically going to be happening in this story. So it might be that George is boycotting the new TV show Girl Meets World. Alright, so then under A1, I need setting. And you're going to do a small a, and you're going to tell me where that's at. It might be in Springs, Wyoming. Year 2014. Okay, that takes care of my setting. Then you have your characters as being 2. A1 might be his mom, his sister, and his friend Fred. Okay, 3, you're gonna have your plot. So what's happening, your tension. Plot is he's boycotting. Your 4 is description. And your vocab words are going to help with this. Okay, and then your last thing that you want to have is your ending, which needs to rephrase. Oops, that's not how you spell rephrase. You're going to have to rephrase A. So this is a basic general outline. Now when you go and do an outline for a research paper, each one of these is going to be a main point or a main paragraph. So in paragraph A, I might have, my thesis statement. What is my thesis statement going to be? My 3 main points. Okay, so then B would be, somebody give me a topic. Okay, why pot might be bad for you. So B is going to be like what it all contains in your nutrients and stuff. C is going to be something else, D is going to be something else, E is going to be something else, F is going to be something else to bring it back up and tie into A. This will help you so much when you start to do research papers. But we need to do this one and kind of get it in that clear thought process, because as we get older and we start to write more papers, they're going to be more research based and they're not going to be that fun, cool web design. They're going to be a thought by thought. James, do you have any questions? I see a question forming behind your eyes. What's your question? You don't have one? So what are you going to do first, James? Which one do you think is coolest? Think of a topic. And how are you going to think of a topic? Under which category is topic going to go under? Is it going to go under A? Or is it, yeah? Good job. And where is it going to go at if you put it in the web?
On a little string.
On a little string? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Really sure?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. So we need to go back. When you do your topic for A, that big circle in the middle, that has all these, it looks like a sun or whatever, the big main explosion where all this fire stuff goes out in the sun, that's going to be your topic, okay? Got it now, James?
Yep.
Okay. So where's the topic at in a outline?
A.
Where's it at in a web?
In the middle.
Good job. And what are around it?
Everything else that you need.
Good job. And what's in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5?
Everything else that you need.
Okay. So now we're going to go on and get into your small groups and start writing this and start creating either one of these webs, or either one of these creative process beginning things, okay? And make sure you hand this in. You will lose 10 points if you do not hand this in to me with your final draft.